Wheel too big. How do we fix that?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Those are some big johns.
They're huge.
Those wheels fit so much better on the 240 than they do on this car.
And they're a fraction of the size of what Cory bought.
Yeah, no. Cory's front wheels are like 11.5 inches wide. So Cory's front wheels go out to like here.
But he's going to use basically these specs.
Yeah, these should be more or less what Cory's front wheels will end up being like. So we're going to use these just for mock-up. They're huge. We need to make some fenders. We don't know how to do it. Originally, we were thinking that we were going to like cut the lip and like pull it out. But Sam Squinch was looking at the rear fender and we made some bottom pieces for a set of side skirts for item B recently, and we found out it's not that hard to make molds. So Sam Squinch came up with the great idea of like, hey, what if we made the front fenders with the back fenders? So the idea...
I don't even remember that was my idea.
That was totally your idea.
I'm stoked, dude. Now.
That was your idea. So the idea now is to basically mold this chunk of the back flare and then take this and use it to cover the front wheel.
Yep.
So it should be super symmetrical. Like it should, your eye will appreciate it, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. This flare is not, it's not like a normal flare. I mean, this is more boxy.
Yeah, it's like a pulled fender. It's not like a flare, so it'd be really hard to make a flare off of a pulled fender.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know. We don't know what we're doing, but we really hope that this works out because this isn't our car.
So, how do we make the mold?
So we're gonna put some. We're gonna put some vinyl.
Oh man, why are we gonna put this on a car? I mean, wouldn't that be great?
So we're gonna put some of this on the fender flare, and then we're gonna put some wax over the top of that, and then we'll cover the wheel completely, and we'll literally just lay some fiberglass over the top of this, and then that will be our mold. And then off that mold, we'll be able to make 2 fenders for either side. Should be more or less symmetrical. We're kind of just using them as a base for a start to make the flare. It's not like gonna be the actual flare.
Right.
So new thing. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
A little scary, but this whole car's been a little scary.
A lot scary. It'll be better than like risking ruining these fenders because I love these things.
Yeah, these fenders are really cool, and we have no clue what they are. So if any of you guys know what these fenders are, let us know in the comments. That'd be cool. Wrapping cars is something I've never done, something I've never really aspired to do. Probably gonna suck at it. That's fun. We burning it. That's not good. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh help! I'm pretty sure this is like some really cheap vinyl, so it's not turning out so pretty. Oh yeah, just fuck that up real good. Ta-da! Alright, so we've got everything more or less ready to go. I need to put on one more layer of this turtle wax. I've put on 3 layers already. I just heap this stuff on because all it's doing is trying to prevent the fiberglass from sticking to the vinyl. It should pop off pretty easy, but this is just kind of like extra insurance, I guess. So once this layer of turtle wax dries, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down some fiberglass, and after that we should have ourselves a mold for some fiberglass fender flares, which is pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. I'm excited. This is new territory for us. That's always a good time, if you ask me. Mixing up some fiberglass resin at the moment, and getting ready to lay down my first layer on our to make our mold. Bit nervous, don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully it works. We'll see what happens. Got some sheets prepped already to go over the top of the flare, so hopefully it'll be smooth-ish. I've got 4 layers of fiberglass on the fender flare. This should be enough to pop it off and then make a little bit of a mold off of. I'm excited to see how it works out. What do you think?
This is stupid exciting.
It's pretty fun. It'll be really cool if it works out. The fiberglass seems to be dry. I'm gonna give it a yank and we'll see what happens. Really well.
Oh, it's coming off.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah. I can see it peeling off. Man, if this works, we're making hot tubs.
Oh, scary. Yeah, this feels weird.
Uh-oh. Did it get hosed?
Not in a bad way, no.
Okay.
It just feels weird. Oh, hell yeah. Ouch.
That's disgusting looking. But, you alright?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still kind of wet. But the edge looks pretty good.
So
Look at
much
the door.
wax was on there.
Yeah, it's a little bit soft in there. Still. We could just leave the heater running in here for a bit and let it cure more.
Yeah, but
that's impressive. It looks like a ginormous toenail.
Alright, see how much of the body work comes off.
Sick. None of it.
Bam, as it was. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. Yeah, we should probably let this dry so the backside can cure a little better.
Yeah.
But this will be, let's see. Plenty flare, I believe.
Yeah. That's, oh wow. That's actually gonna look really good if you, wow.
Oh
what do you think?
my god.
You like it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be quite that big, so.
No more door.
Jay just sanded off the imprint from the door, and we trimmed the fender.
Yeah, it fits pretty good. More or less like that.
Something like that. So the next step is...
Oh, wax it up a lot.
This... He's pushing the limits on this already.
What?
Usually you finish a mold all the way, but he's right. I mean, so we're just going to basically make 2 really quick copies of this because they need to be molded on anyway and trimmed out.
Yeah, there's no reason to make these perfect because they're going to need lots of body work anyway. So this is really just a base to start with for us. So when you make a mold, a lot of times you put it on plywood, you batten it down, you make all this shit around it so it can't move or anything. In this case, that's the mold.
full thing.
Yep.
See how that goes.
Yeah. I got 2 layers of fiberglass down on the mold, and hopefully it comes out. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see.
How many did you put? 3 layers of wax on it?
I put 3 layers of wax on it.
Today we build troll toenails. In a few months, carbon fiber airplanes. I don't want to.
We need to avoid aerospace. That's an expensive hobby. But it did come off.
It looks straight still. Because if it didn't, you could probably kind of give it a little lang jangle right now and get it back.
Come off pretty good. Damn, it's a little dry on the front side.
Well, that was actually kind of your plan, though, wasn't it?
No. Nope. No, it wasn't.
It smells like chemicals.
I'm just high.
Do you feel something?
You feel it, bro? There was a comment on a really old video today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it was just like, BMW, fucking junk BMW drivers are dumbasses. And I was just like, yeah, BMW drivers are idiots. And then I put the comment up at the top. So go find that video if you want to enjoy that comment with me. Just the idea that you're stupid because you pick a certain kind of car.
Yeah, that's
It
ridiculous.
just kind of blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they all have wheels. They all move. If it does the moving,
Right.
I think it's kind of a good choice.
If it does the moving, you're ahead of us.
Yeah. You're doing way better than we are. None of our fucking cars work. All right, so we pulled the second fender out of the mold, and Sam's going to cut it out. It looks good. We're gonna see if it fits on the driver's side. That looks sick.
These are cool, man.
I'm excited. It worked out good.
Yeah, we got lucky again. Wow. We can go to bed.
Yep. Bedtime.
Good day's work. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're fiberglassy.
I know. I need a shower.
Yeah.
I guess none of this is poisonous.
Causes cancer in the state of California. Good thing we're in Oregon.
We're never moving there. Woo! That's so many fiberglass slivers right now.
I gotta hate the fiberglass shivers.
Well, I got the shivers too.
We're gonna try to test fit the fenders now with some screws so that they stay on there, which isn't really a test fit, but we're gonna do that. Okay, so the camera died last night, and me and Sam Squanch just decided to keep working, and we didn't film anything. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got done. All right, so we tested the bumper on the front of the car, and we also got the fender flares mounted. Now you guys can see There's some other holes in here. We originally mounted the flare a little bit higher, and we decided to bring it down. I think that this is the final look, guys. More or less. We're getting a real good idea of how this car is gonna be shaping up. All right, we got to get to work. First thing I'm gonna do is take off the fender flares, and we are going to chop out all the fiberglass on the inside. Then we'll put the flares back on. We'll lift the car in the air, and we'll glass these guys on from the back side. Then we'll take the screws out and go from there, I guess. We got the we got the fender cut out. So we got all sorts of clearance here. There's a couple tabs so that I can screw the fender back in, but I've ground down the front side of the fender all the way to the fiberglass on the front side. And over here I've cut out some very thin strips that'll be laying on here before I actually screw the fender flare back on to the fender itself. After that, I'll do another layer of fiberglass going directly from the backside of the fender onto the fender flare, so that it'll have two different like layers of fiberglass holding it on to the fender from two different areas. Hopefully the shit holds. The first side turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. It's filled in on the back side, and if you look in there, it's very flush. So there's lots of room. There's lots of room for activities now, and they also look really good, if you ask me. So that's a plus. I'm gonna go over to the other side now and do the same thing I did over here. After another little bit of sanding, I have the driver's side fender all mounted on the car. I think that the passenger side has probably flashed off by now, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull these screws out. Hey, there we go. I'm not gonna push on it too hard because it's still a little bit wet, but the fender is on. Nice. Pretty stoked about that, dude. We widened some fiberglass fenders. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah, bro. Look at those. I'm fucking stoked. Kind of can't believe that worked. Hell yeah. Fender flares. The bee's knees, man. This is a spice. This is how you pour the steam on it. So it's been quite a while. I've done a lot of sanding, and I've done zero filming. I'm about to put the JZX on the ground with the front fenders. So I already added a layer of fiberglass filler to them and sanded it down with 80 grit so we could kind of have an idea of how the fenders are going to look in the end. Still on the jacks though, so I'm going to get it off and we'll give her a gander. Oh damn, that looks good. All right, I'm cool with it. I'm okay with that. Looking good. Right on. Yes. I'm pretty excited about that, guys. I think it looks good. I'm gonna send a picture to Cory and see what he thinks, and yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up here. This worked out way better than I expected it to, and I'm super happy with the final product. We still need to do some more Bondo, probably some glaze coat, and of course lots of sanding, and we got to paint them. But you guys got the general idea of how the front flare is going to be looking. Yeah, I'm stoked. We learned how to make molds, and we molded some fender flares, and we grafted them onto some front fenders. I wasn't totally sure if you could do that a week ago, but we did it. Hell yeah. All right. I'm done blabbering. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I learned a ton. I had a whole lot of fun doing this section of the project, and yeah, see you in the next one. We'll probably be finishing off all of the body work on this car and getting it taped off for paint. It's gonna be good. See you in the next one, guys. You the best boy. You the cutest little man. Alright. Sounds good.